Hi, I'm Karen. This is a simple breath meditation to help you to focus and also relax. It can be done anywhere, seated, laying down, or standing. Adopt a position that is comfortable for you. If seated or standing, eyes can be closed or open. If open, keep them in a semi-focused, soft gaze with a slight downward turn of the eye. Take a moment to acknowledge any thoughts, any emotions, or any sensations that might be present in the body, not seeing them, though, as adversaries to your practice, instead simply seeing them as present and allowing them then the space to simply be, just as they are. Let's begin by taking a few deep grounding breaths. We'll breathe in to a count of 4, hold for a count of 2, and then exhale for a count of 8. Breathing in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding, still holding. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let your breath now move naturally in and out. And if you can, breathe in and out through the nose, drawing the breath in deeply so that the experience of cold air is really appreciated against the back of your throat. Notice its spaciousness as you draw the breath in. And as you breathe out, notice that the breath itself is warm and there is moisture in it. Without trying to alter or control the breath at all, simply place your awareness there, letting the breath draw in naturally. The body will understand exactly when it is satisfied, and it will release all of the breath, knowing that it has completed all of its uses and no longer requires holding the breath or any part of it in the body still remaining. See the breath, the inhale and the exhale, as two opposite sides of the same coin. Notice how different an inhalation feels when compared with the exhalation. The swell of the belly with each in-breath, and the softening of the belly with each out-breath. If any thoughts or emotions appear, simply acknowledge their presence and return your focus back to the breath. Or you can just follow the sound of my voice. That's okay too. As you breathe in and as you breathe out, try to stay with the breath. From the beginning, the breath draws in, feeling its cool nature against the back of your throat, the swell of your belly, perhaps even the lifting of your shoulder or collarbone just a little bit. And exhaling, a sense of falling back, falling away from the chaos, perhaps, that's been surrounding you over these last few moments. Now begin to notice the transitions between the in to out breath and between the out to the next in breath. Let's begin at the top of the breath cycle. The body knows when it's taken in enough air, and it just simply changes direction. As simple as that. And the change, the transition, is seamless and so brief. See if you can just find that space, with the throat still open and that sense of breath moving across the back of your throat. Once drawn in, cold, and as it shifts out, warm. Find that space, that tiny space that exists between the in-breath and the out-breath. Shift your focus now to the space that follows the out-breath. It's more challenging to find that space, to know whether all of the breath has left the body, or if there's still slight pockets of air traveling out. But just notice, even if there is a small trailing of air, consider that to be the pause. What does that feel like? Keep returning to that place between the out-breath and the in, and just sit there for a moment, noticing how your body responds to that place. A sense of ease and relaxation. This place is perhaps the most tranquil, the most calming space within the breath cycle. Expand your focus now to see the entire breath cycle. The in-breath, the first transition, the out-breath, and the second transition. 4 parts in total. Not trying to change the length of the breath, but just observing it. Perhaps the breath feels as though it lifts you up. You may recall when you were young and playing on the swings, as you would rise up high and be suspended ever so briefly, and then falling back down and rising up behind the bar and seeming to float, suspended in animation, and then falling back down. The cycle replaced again and again and again. Perhaps this is how the breath feels to you. Or the breath might feel as though you are floating on a slow rolling wave across the ocean. The water swelling and lifting you up. And then slowly pulling you back down into the gully between the two waves. And in that space between the two waves, you can't see the next wave. You simply wait for it to come. And inevitably, it draws you back up, lifts you up. And for a moment, you fly up and then gently sink back down. There is no anxiousness for the next breath. There is no holding of the last breath. Simply make the body available. And breathe deep down into the very bottom of your belly. And savor the exhalation, allowing it to draw out for as long as you wish. Each breath perfect, complete, whole, just as you are. Know that any time of the day, whenever you need it, your breath is there. Let it become the object of your focus. Let it hold your attention so that you might be reminded of its exquisite beauty and the exquisite beauty that lies within you. And remember that you are enough, now focused and clear. You're ready to take on whatever the next challenge is in your day.